In those days, before I quit going to church, I kept praying. And I was like, God, send me somebody. Before I quit going to church, I wanted this Pentecostal type person. Because that's where I was raised. Well, I walked in and there she was. And I never believed in love at first sight until I met this woman. She started talking to me one day. She said, you're Pentecostal, ain't you? I was like, well, I don't know how you could tell. Because I'm a little bit more Pentecostal man than Moon is. That's exactly what I told her. She said, once you're ever in church or any kind of Christian, there's a lot about you. And you can leave God, but God never leaves you. And she said, will you go to church with me? I was like, yeah, sure. So I went to church with her a few times. But when I was ready to go back, well, just like I told her, I'd go back to mine when I grew up at. Went there for 20 years. And sure enough, I got back into church one night and I started going back to my church. That relationship didn't last, but my relationship with God did. Took about a couple more years and I finally started listening to God and I started preaching and started doing what God wanted me to do, and I got my life in order. But when I first come back to God at 18, and when I went to that altar that night, I remember asking God, I said, God, if I give my life over to you, do I have to be silent anymore? Do I have to take everything and just grin and bear it and lower my head and go on about the business like nothing's wrong? Just like I heard the voice of God when He called me to preach. Just like I heard the voice of God years later when He told me about my marriage. Why are you trying to save something that even I'm not in? Just like I heard the voice of God when He told me to open up the 2 churches I did. Just like I heard the voice of God when He told me to help this one church and be the youth pastor for a while. Another church choir, different things throughout my ministry. The first time I heard God's voice, really and truly heard God's voice, was that day. And He had one simple answer. And that answer, 2 letters. No. No, you don't have to be silent. No, you don't have to take it. There's a godly way to take care of things. You need to stand up for yourself. You don't need to be a little boy that goes off into the corner and just hides and cries and just thinks you can handle all your problems and try to put on this big fake smile. I don't smile as much as I used to. Growing up, I had this big cocky fake smile. Everybody knew it. And one teacher told me that I would never get by in this world on that smile. But one day, I stopped putting on that fake smile. And I become a person that will forgive. Yes, the Bible says to forgive. But we also can't hold everything in. And a fake smile, I got angry at that teacher for telling me that. And even later, told her off. Years later. But as I look back at it today, she's kind of right. Because we can't go through life on a fake smile. Maybe she saw something that I didn't see at the time. I thought she was just a mean, cruel woman that didn't like nobody. But maybe she was trying to tell me that it's okay to cry. It's okay to let it go. And it's okay to speak out. Last night, I posted a question on Facebook. And that question was simple. Do you think, because you're a preacher, people can walk all over you, do and say anything, and you just gotta walk away and never speak? Had several people that liked it. Didn't get a single yes. I had for the comments I had yes, no, no comment, or I don't know. None of them was answered but no. And 6 people said no. Several people commented and told me and elaborated on that.